Hello and welcome to Traditional Stitches FlossTube video number 29. I'm Janice Spencer, the owner of Traditional Stitches, and with me again today is our stitch along leader, Rose Heck. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Janice.
Happy New Year.
Almost. Happy New Year. Almost, yes. We're kind of that in between.
Yes. Did you have a good Christmas?
It was busy, yes. It was very busy, but yeah, it was good. It was good. How about you?
Very quiet.
Was that?
Yep, I got some stitching done, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Good. I'm glad somebody did.
Yeah. Oh, not you. Oh, I thought I saw an Instagram finish or two in the last couple of days. So.
That was post-Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right, so we're here just for a short video today. We have a couple things to talk about. The first is that we're going to do our prize draw for the people who finished the Esther Blackwood sampler. So Esther Blackwood is a sampler that is particularly special to us. She was our Stitch Along exclusive limited edition chart from Hands Across the Sea samplers for last year. And people had until December 26th to send us the photos of their finished samplers for entry into the draw prize. So it's an excellent way to celebrate such a sampler and all the work that everybody has put into it over the years. So I just want to show everybody, remind everybody about the Esther Blackwood sampler. And this is a Canadian sampler, stitched originally in Quebec, dated 1853, that Nicola reproduced for us as a special sampler for us being in Canadian shops. So pretty exciting. So Esther Sampler is still available if anybody is interested in adding that to her stash, but I really just, let's do the draw prize, hey? So, okay, the prize is for an antique sampler from Nicola's collection. It's the Martha Guthrie 1880 sampler, and here is a picture of the chart. For that, Nicola has reproduced it, so if you don't win, you can still order the chart and stitch your own version.
Right.
Yeah. And Nicola did her draw for the samplers that people had finished of all of her collection a couple of days ago, and she had amazing, 365 submissions?
Yes, I do remember that because somebody mentioned that there is one sampler for each day of the year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have quite that many finishes. Our sampler was a big girl and very stitching intensive. So we had 18 submissions. So before we draw, I do just want to say how grateful we are to Nicola for her generosity in offering the antique sampler as the prize. That I think it's pretty special that she is able to do that and chooses to do that. So we're lucky.
Yes. She is a classy lady and we're grateful to her.
Yeah. So Rose is going to run a random number generator. She's got between 1 and 18 to draw, and I've got a little list here of the people. And so as soon as she has the number, we'll be able to announce who it is.
So let me just shut that off. So there you can see 1 to 18.
Okay.
And let me see if I can do this. Sorry, I have to just look what I'm doing.
It shows number 1.
Number 1.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So our winner is Leanne L. So I'll be in touch with Leanne and send her information to Nicola, and Nicola will send off the antique sampler very quickly.
So congratulations, Leanne.
Yeah, how exciting. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Well, and it was a few years ago that you won one of these drawings too, right?
Yes. So. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I think it was the year in 2019. It was for that year. So it's coming up 3 years that I won my antique sampler. So
cool. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, and then in Nicola's most recent FlossTube video, she showed off the 2 antiques that will be the prizes for people who finish by December 26th of 2023.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that seems so long away.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be writing 2023 in just a few days though. So
I know.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, well, congratulations, Leanne. So the other thing that we just wanted to touch on briefly is a few updates about our next Hands Across the Sea exclusive sampler, Lucy Barber. So Rose, you came to the shop last week, and one of the perks of being our stitch along leader is that you get the very first kit.
Exactly.
Yeah, so while you were in the shop, we gave it to you and you've had a few days with it.
And then Christmas came, and I've been wanting to sit down and just sit with her and have a coffee or tea or wine and just enjoy. And I haven't had that time yet. It's just, I hit the floor running last week and I haven't stopped yet. So today or tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and just enjoy, because of course, Nicola's books do read like a little mini book. You learn a lot, and I'm excited. So I've got her right here.
Hey, I have one too.
Wow, cool. The perks of being a shop owner. And I am stitching her on 46 count wood smoke from Tabby Cat linen. And I was right. When you do see it in real life, it does look a bit different. So it's going to be, the color is terrible today. It's gloomy, overcast, but it's quite pretty. It's hand dyed, but it's very subtle. And then I've got all of the silks, the 103 silks, which I actually just did yesterday afternoon. I should have read the book first, but I didn't. There again, I want to just have that indulgence. So there's all the colors.
Perfect.
And the lovely frippery.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It is gorgeous. There's a few components I never saw, like this little pink teardrop at the end.
Yeah. Yeah,
there we go. Your lighting is a bit better.
Yeah, it's snowing here today too, but yeah, so pretty.
It is very pretty. I'm not doing it justice here. I'm not getting it. So we were discussing this morning, the colors in Lucy Barber are phenomenal. They're gorgeous. They all work together. But when you pull a component or two out of them, you go, what was the little girl thinking? So the one is this tangerine color. And I think you had a name for it, and I don't recall.
Apricot.
Yeah. So true to, she does look apricot, but she looks lovely in the piece.
Yeah. I have mine all in a bag because, you know, when they're loose, the 100/3 spools are a little bit hard to tame.
Yeah.
But that just gives you an idea of the color range. And this purple, we were talking about it too being a unique. But when Nicola first showed me the photo of the Lucy Barber sampler to propose it as our next exclusive, those were the two colors that really stood out to me and said, oh, this is going to be a unique sampler, but so much fun. And yeah. So before we get into shipping, ordering details, I do just want to show you something. We had a couple of questions about stitching with the 100/3 silk on the 56 count linen. Sometimes when people are working that fine of linen, they actually want to go to the Swasserfine, but we didn't feel that we could pull together the Swasserfine, the finer thread, as an option for Lucy, so we just left it with the 100/3. But then even I think you and I were talking about how the 100/3 works on the 56 count linen. So I stole a little motif from the Anne Morrison sampler and I stitched it using 100/3 on the 56 count linen. And the coverage is perfect. It is really, really nice. And I didn't feel that the stitches were too stuffed in. Okay. So that was good. I started off with the tapestry point beading needle though, and I found that even though it is a tapestry point, it was still too sharp. to use for this stitching. So I actually just switched back to my Bowen number 28 tapestry needle to do the stitching, and it worked perfectly. So I'm really happy with that. So those of you who wanted to stitch Lucy on 56 count linen using the 100/3, you'll be perfectly fine. But I had to prove it to myself.
Yeah. I mean, I've done 28 count over 1, and actually a piece that I just finished, I did so much over 1 alphabets, and I did 40 count over 1.
With the 100/3?
No, I should have done 100/3. It was just a silk, but it wasn't 100/3. And if I can do that with regular silk, there's no reason why you could not do 56 count with 103.
Yeah, and it looks great. I'm really happy with it. So
it looks very saturated.
Yes, it is, without being too overstuffed. So
good.
That was positive experiment. Okay, so some details on our Lucy Barber Sampler. So the most important thing that people need to know right now is that we're cutting off the free gift offer at midnight on December 31st. So there's just a few more days to order your kit. So chart, fabric, and threads to qualify for the free gift of the frippery.
Right.
Yeah, so any orders that we receive by midnight December 31st that are for all 3 components will automatically get a frippery. And then after that, we will have a limited number of them available for people just to purchase. So get your orders in. We are counting all orders placed before midnight, December 31st as advance orders. And so those are the ones that are going to go out first. And we, fingers crossed, are aiming to have those all out by about the middle of January, which means that we're going to be perfect for our February 14th stitch along start date.
Should be.
Yeah, I think everything should have arrived by then. We're sending most things with tracked shipping, just to be sure. And Nicola has agreed to send chart-only orders that are going to Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and Europe directly from her office in England, so that the shipping rate is lower. So she will get all of those on the way next week as well. And we'll just keep plugging away at it as supplies allow. So we were going really good, but then one of our ladies who cuts a ton of linen for us in the shop came down with COVID this week. So she's out all week, and those are just the kinds of things that you just got to roll with. You don't really have any choice. So we'll just see how that goes.
Right.
Okay, so what else on my list? I kind of think that I said it all.
I think so.
So yeah, we have had a ton of orders for this sampler. So we will not be able to get them all in the mail the first week of January. We're just going to keep working on them and send them out as quickly as we can. So if you have any questions about the status of your order, if you could please just hang on till the end of January to reach out to us about it. We get emails all the time about things like, well, I ordered Lucy Barber 2 weeks ago, but you haven't shipped to me yet. What's going on? Well, the information's on the website. Hang tight, we're working on it. So anyways, that's just
it takes time.
Yep, yeah, for sure. So then our plans are to film our next video towards the end of January, and it will be themed on getting set up to start your Lucy Barber project. So what do you need to do to your linen? How are you going to store your threads? What the stitch along layout is going to be. We are both upper left-hand corner starters for samplers. So that part's easy. We know that's that's going to be month number 1, and just lay out our plans and go from there.
Correct. Yeah, I have the plan all laid out. In the next month, I will post it onto the Facebook website and probably put it in files so that it's easy to find. And I'm not inundated with million, like, where is it and that. So I will make sure everyone knows, heads up. So
Okay, sounds good. And so, well, we're sad to see the end of our Esther Blackwood Stitch Along group. It is just going to morph. The Facebook group is just going to morph straight into the Lucy Barber group. So anybody who's been a member to this point is welcome to hang out and stay with us. And new members also, we've had a bunch of those in the last week or so. Hey? And yeah, so just stay tuned to that Facebook group for the most information.
Correct. So just a little trivial thing. Last month we talked about that little black bird, a little crow. I think it's a crow. I really think it's a crow. A crow or a raven. And what we should name. And I'm going to call him Ricardo. I mentioned that to you. Yes, because Lucille Ball's husband was Ricky Ricardo. Now I'm just trying to think, there was a Desi Arnaz too, and I think that was her on-screen husband. So he could be a Desi also, or something, or an Arnaz. But
should we take a vote?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, if you have a preference on what we're going to call the black bird, black crow from the middle of our sampler, this dude right here.
Yep.
Drop it in the comments box below. And majority rules. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think that's everything for me. Our congratulations again go out to Leanne, and our thanks to Nicola. And Rose, I hope you have a great start to your 2023.
Thank you. And you the same with your stitching and work and all of the things.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Well, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.